Hello, here we are with Nova and her first video update. I'm really excited for you to get a glimpse of what she's been working on and hopefully give you a little idea on some of the foundational training that we try and instill with the puppies. So basically what you're going to see in the video today is just a glimpse of where she's at today on this particular day. When you're training puppies or animals, as I'm sure you're familiar, you kind of work with whatever you have that day. You know, sometimes you have a puppy that's really spot on and focused, and other times their attention span, in general, puppies' attention spans are pretty short, but sometimes they can be really short. So all I did today was basically just video a training session of what I would do with her. So it's not necessarily very long, but I think hopefully you'll be able to see some good things and maybe give you some ideas. I'll try and do a little explanation in the video. But basically we've been working on teaching her how to go to a target. Which you'll see is, in this case, is just a low-cut cardboard box. So just getting her to associate with going to a target. She's been introduced to a release word, which we use okay, and that tells her that she can be done and she can go do something else. Let's see, I'll show you her sits and downs are coming along very good. Still using a little bit of a food lure for that, but she's doing well. And we've got some body handling, working on manipulating her face, lips and gums and ears, and also desensitizing to the Dremel. So you'll see those things in the video today. Some things that you won't see that she has been working on. I've trained her to the clicker, so she knows the sound of the clicker means a food reward's coming. So I use the clicker to mark the correct behavior, and it's just a really easy, convenient, consistent way that gives the puppy feedback that they know that, you know, that was the correct behavior. That's what I was looking for. So we had several sessions just teaching her what the clicker was and what it means. So she knows the sound of the clicker and understands that concept. And she's also sleeping in her crate at night, doing really well. She quiets down at night very nicely. It's been a little over a week. And minimal accidents. So she's pretty much holding it all night. If she does go, she might urinate, but that's not uncommon at all for this age. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and I think that's about it so far. So when you watch this, let me know if you have any questions, or if anything comes to mind. You can call me, text me, email. Any of that is great. I'd be happy to talk with you and go over anything that comes to mind. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and it'll be about another week or so, and I will have her second video update for you. I think she's ready to go. All right, thank you so much.
Okay, so here we are introducing the target mark in just a low-cut cardboard box. There's no commands for this, so what we're trying to do is teach Nova that she can offer us a behavior and get rewarded for it, versus us asking for something. So I'm simply just trying to create the right scenario to where she does what I want her to, just by coincidence. So anytime she associates with the box, so warming her up here, even if she just looks at the box or glances towards the box, I click and treat and throw the treat in the box. I'm giving her the okay word to come out of the box, and then that kind of provides an opportunity for her to potentially go back to the box, which is something I reward her for. So there's lots of releases away from the box, and then will she go back to it on her own. And here I'm waiting to see what she'll offer me. There, and she put her front feet in, and I clicked and treated that. So This is just trying to, well, what this is instilling that foundation that they can be, you know, operant-minded thinkers as far as I can, you know, what can I offer my human? What behaviors can I do that might get me a reward? And it just gets them more engaged, thinking more.
Good puppy.
When you command for everything, especially in the beginning of training, it almost can give them a choice. And especially if they don't know what it is you're asking, it's very difficult, and trying to create motivation for some dogs, it can just pose to be a little more challenging. Where there's no command for this at all. Again, just trying to set up the scenario to where she just happens to do what I'd like her to do, and that is associate with the box. Better yet, if she gets in the box and sits in the box, I'd like that. But in the beginning, even if she just glances at it, or if she walked by and accidentally touched the box, she would get a click and a reward for that. So there you see, I just waited. She was kind of sniffing around. And now she's sitting in the box and looking at me very nicely.
Good girl. That was the best session yet. Good job, Peanut. Good girl. Good job.
You can see she's very excited. She's so much fun to work with.
Come here. Come here. Let's show him how good you are. Let's show him.
So here I'll show you her sits and downs. Using a little bit of a lure here.
Oh, I know. You get so excited about people.
So the main things I'm looking for here is that she'll hold the position wherever I leave her. So I put her in a down, and I'd like her to stay in that down until I ask her to do something else. And you can see that she's doing that really nicely and giving me really great eye contact. And then a swipe up above her head with my hand is her cue to sit. And she's holding her sit very well. Finger down on the ground means down. And she goes down, and she's holding that very well.
Good girl.
So now this is just a short piece. I haven't worked a ton on this. Maybe we'll get another update of this when she's a little farther along. But this is just teaching the puppy to stand with all 4 feet on the ground still. So right now it's just little milliseconds of stillness, but eventually we'd be looking for the duration to become longer. But that just gives you an idea. That's the starting point of the stand right there. So this is demonstrating manding, and all manding is sitting for attention. So anytime she wants something from us, whether we have treats or not, or if she just wants our attention in general, sitting and giving eye contact will get her rewarded. So that's what I'm showing you here. What you can't see is my hands are behind my back. So you know, dogs learn by the picture they see. So if she learns that she only mans when she sees you holding treats, it will not be reliable for her. So keeping the treats behind my back to where she cannot see them. And there she's kind of catching on. She knows that they're behind me. But for the most part, just trying to make that not as obvious, that she can see what I have. I just want her looking at me in the eyes. And so I am, see, she's looking at the ground, and there she looked at me in the eyes. So I clicked and treated that. So I'm rewarding the sitting and the eye contact. Okay, so here we are with the Dremel. And this is usually how I've been starting it. She's had several sessions. I turn it on and just hold her paw to it so she can feel the vibration. make sure that checks out okay. She wasn't concerned about it. And I'll usually do a nail or two at a time, and then give her a little food reward as long as she was fairly cooperative. So by not rushing in and doing all the nails all at once and kind of forcing her through it, if she gets antsy, I'm really trying to just create a really positive emotional response to the Dremel and having her nails done with lots of food rewards. So I just do a nail or two, and then give her a food reward as long as she was, you know, cooperative like she's being now. If she was really wiggling around and struggling or just not okay with it, we might just go back to, can you just rest your paw on the base of the Dremel and just feel the vibration, and can you be okay with that, and just reward that and not even do nails at all. But she's progressed pretty quickly here. I'm really pleased with it because I am doing her nails so frequently for these little sessions. There's not a lot to take off, so that's why I'm not spending a lot of time with the nails. But that's also kind of a benefit to the training. You just kind of get in and get out and be done with it, rather than having a lot of work to do and really having to make her sit there for a lot longer. Although I think now she'd probably do it, but I think you probably understand just kind of what I'm saying. It's really quick, easy, lots of food rewards. She's doing really great with that. So this is some of the body handling. So she was pretty uncomfortable with me just placing my hand under her jaw like that in the beginning. And that's not uncommon. A lot of puppies don't like that feeling of being restrained. Now I'm just resting my hand there, more so just to have some control if she decides to move. So I'll start by putting my hand under her jaw, and then I give her a few pets on the forehead just to make sure she knows this is what we're doing. And then I can lift the gums, and then same thing, trying to create a very positive emotional response to having her face handled. Just do really simple things like that and giving her lots of food rewards when she's quiet and she's not resisting me. And so there was a little resistance, so I'm starting over. I'm just still holding her with that lower hand, gave her a few more pets, tried again, and she did it. So then she gets a food reward. So this will be, I mean, all of these things that you see in the video will be things that would be extremely beneficial for you to continue at home and help her into adulthood. You know, this is going to help when you go to the vet and all those other things. You know, if you never practice it, going to the vet in general can be kind of a scary experience for dogs, but especially when they're not used to being handled and manipulated, you know, that's just another thing that they're not comfortable with and can add to stress. So practicing this with young puppies now can really help set them up for success and feeling a little more comfortable. So I definitely encourage you to continue this at home as well.